My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Friends, I have been humbled of late. I have been struck down many times for my hubris. I have had a lot of runs go quite sour recently. So, in this run, I'm going to try and keep in mind our core tenets. Damage projection. I need to be able to kill backline units. Damage mitigation. I need my units to be able to survive, especially my backline units, should that be relevant to spikes or corruption being able to be cast back to them. And damage ramp, of course, as well. I need to be able to eventually kill two big dudes. Keeping these things in mind, I think is going to be key to our strategy here. I've got Banished with Fell as our lead and Awoken with the secondary set of cards for Root Seeds from Wildenton, the Exile set. Apply 2 damage and draw 1 extra card next turn. Alright, let's do it. Randomized Pyreheart as well. Roto Heart Cage. Alright. Oh, interesting though. 2 copies of Windblade in the base deck. Shift, gain 1 Valor on Resolve, trigger Shift. 2 copies of Sting in the base deck, as well as a Battle Dancer on Shift, gain Valor 3. We've got a lot of power in this base deck. I will also note, I recognize now, after having seen some statistic tables, the value of Proto Heart Cage. It is way above curve in terms of its statistics. It does, I think, 10 more damage than the next nearest. And that's at just the default level. However, I definitely value the ability of the hearts much more than the ability for them to fight individually as a unit. And I think that'll always be true. Seldom does my strategy really involve allowing my heart to do much combat. Okay. 2 Windblades, Battle Dancer, 2 copies of Sting, the 2 copies of Sting, and the 5 copies of Root Seed in the base deck as well. A lot of things say draw an additional card next turn, so we might not go for a draw relic here. Champion of Savagery. Our unit's going to enter with melee weakness 2. No, it's going to be 2, obviously, because we're going to be going for the Titan challenge as well. Yeah, that can be a problem. I might look for some Divine Shield to help mitigate that. Archeon pushes units back, and Kale gives lifesteal. Good. Now, the thing is, I definitely want to exploit the fact that I have this shift by default. The ability to resolve shift every single turn and just gain another stack of Valor. I mean, if Fell gives me the when you shift permanently gain Valor line, I should take it. I just should. Alright, I'll click this first then. There it is. The Unchained Fell. On shift, gain 1 Valor permanently. The reason I don't want to click this is because I've gone this line before, but it is the right choice. In this instance, not only do I have, obviously, the Just Causes in the base deck, not only do I have another unit that wants to be shifted on the same line, not only do I have the 2 Windblades, I have all of them. Sting Bells get an additional 20 magic power. I mean, at some point that's irrelevant. Early on, that'll be nice. Cursed Vines, at the start of each turn, add a Vinegrass spell with Ephemeral to your hand. You know what? I don't have reach. I can't hit backline targets. With this, I can. Let's do it. Start a battle, enemy unit bear on each floor. Completely fine by me. Every turn I will get a Vine Grasp, so I can kill the backline bottom unit, who is otherwise going to be an annoyance. Go to get the backliner down. And then double Root Seeds there. definitely need to get Windblade down. I'm gonna hit the backline unit there. So I'm gonna take 3 damage to the pyre for having done this. I'm okay with that. Gotta hook up our Windblade. And then, realistically, it's probably a good idea for me to get a Spear Steward down to push a little more damage. Yeah. Just cause, try and get the Valor shared between these units now. I mean, that kills that unit anyway. You don't really have the damage for the next one. Let's try and pump that there. We're getting a lot of permanent Valor gain, which is the thing that matters the most here, to be fair. Perfect. 2 more shifts. And yeah, this is perfect for us. We absolutely want it to take as long as possible for them to do anything to us. Yeah, I'll shift one more time. Perfect. I can survive pushing one more shift on them. And then if I Vine Grasp you back to the front, that's another shift. I didn't even think about the fact Vine Grasp is also going to be a shift trigger for us consistently. So Fel, how much Valor? 13 Valor over the course of this first fight. Unfortunately, after combat doesn't resolve here, so we don't get one more. So worth it. This thing's weird, man. 1 Ember, Penitent's Blood Suit. Shift, take 30 damage, can be equipped on enemy units. Like, I even have a free Vine Grasp every turn. I still don't know when it would be appropriate to equip this to an enemy unit. Like, just the flying bosses, basically? That's the purpose that most comes to mind for me. Rising Rage, advance, then ascend. Sorry, ascend then advance, rather. A pretty good way to get some additional overstacking on that top floor. Gives us the ability to just throw units up there as a way to get to shift triggers. I like it. Challenge, advance and apply melee weakness 1. I will say there's value in that as well. Having some melee weakness would be really good just for hitting the Dominion with the Pyre twice as hard. We'll save us some turns there. I'm going to take Rising Rage first. Ooh, another Vine Grasp. Razor Sharp Edge, 1 Ember to apply 10 damage and -2 to the health of a unit. Yeah, I'm not really going to want to do that. But I could cast that a total of like 4 times on Fel each fight and be completely fine. Because realistically, your health is all going to be armor, provided by your Valor. Low-cost cards are certainly worth a lot to us right now as well. I could take another Vine Grasp. It wouldn't be awful. Secondary has Merchant of Magic. Okay, so you want me to go Merchant of Steel right now? I guess I can. Merchant of Magic, I guess I'm just zero-costing Root Seeds for a bit. Oh. Dualism, gain double Valor on the Battle Dancer, and then also Multi-Strike. Well, we just got a lot stronger. An Awoken unit, Husk Hermit, or Awoken Hollow. So this line is okay at damage projection after a certain point, but it's not good at it at the start. I wonder if maybe I should just get a Husk Hermit and throw that down. I don't really have another frontliner. Our next frontliner should be something like an Awoken Hollow. But I think I'm okay with using a Shield Steward in the meantime. So let's take Husk Hermit. If I really wanted to, I could give the Shield Steward some additional defense that way, but I really think the better way to do this is to give some additional damage to the Husk Hermit. Is it? 5 damage is enough for you a lot of the time, and I can Root Seeds you if you need more. No, I'll give the health to the Shield Steward. I'm intentionally trying to make my deck a lot stronger and more resilient, to be fair. Starting with a Battle Dancer, Fel with Shift Permanent, and 2 copies of Windblade does give us a very strong base to be building from. Fire Dampener, -1 Ember per turn. Could not care less. Shield Steward with a Husk Hermit behind, and then top floor as Battle Dancer with Fel in front. Yeah, my Pyre doesn't need to take any damage this turn. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. Every single turn I will have the Vine Grasp with that. Perfect. We're all good. Nine cards next turn. Love it. Windblade on the one that needs it. Yeah, I'll do a Just Cause there. Gonna need to start growing some of the armor on the Battle Dancer. Let's move you ahead. Well done. Take down the supports. The fact that the boss gets to come to the top line, despite the fact that you are going to get more spikes on every resolution, does give me much more time for the flipping back and forth of these units that is required. Oh my god, we just got there. We're literally 1 HP away from Fel dying. But Fel now also has 22 permanent Valor. Upbeat Warbler, enchant with Quick. I do have to say, that certainly has an appeal to me. Overstacking that top floor by sending Hymnists up, that's super cool too. That'll save a lot of HP on that floor. God, I was honestly about to try and make an argument that the correct option was actually Selfless Sacrifice, and I was just going to give some lip service to the Upbeat Warbler, but no, it's going to be the one I pick. Steel Enhancer, Wildwood Sap, Razor Sharp Edge. I think I take a single copy of Steel Enhancer for this deck with multi-strike minions, with sweep minions, with minions that I may want to support their health just a little more, like the Upbeat Warbler, in order to keep them alive. Just seems a good pick. I will say, there is definitely an argument to be made for Merchant of Arms right now. Having Windblade in my opening hand so that I can get the permanent Valor every single turn from Fel running as fast as possible is good. However, I also do really want an Awoken frontline unit for the Husk Hermit. I also have 2 copies of the Windblade in the deck, so I'm pretty likely to draw one early enough. If I only had 1 copy, yeah, it could be at the very bottom of the deck. With 2 copies, it's very unlikely 2 of them are at the bottom of the deck. Spell Chain. I love Spell Chain on Steel Enhancer. Rather than drafting a second copy of it, simply have 2 copies on top of one another. It's just like giving it double stack. Obviously, it can't take double stack, so it's the double stack that is worthwhile on it. Awoken banner, gain an Awoken unit. Yes. Yeah, that was always going to be the problem. I could take an Animus of Speed. The only problem is, like, Animus of Speed, Shield Steward, Husk Hermit, Shield Steward, then top line Battle Dancer Fell, right? Like, it needs 2 more Amber than I'm willing to produce, and it fills all of the rows except for the top row. Where, sure, I could just naturally play the Upbeat Warbler. Do I take an Animus of Speed here? Is it just a good idea to have a unit that does 35 damage every turn? Like, I'm currently planning empty space on my board. How many more units am I going to see after this? Empyrean Well, what do you want me to do? Realistically, you want me to dupe another Battle Dancer, and then you want me to use the Rising Rage on the middle line to throw you up to the top line, which means that the middle line does need to have space on it still, which I think means that I don't draft this Animus of Speed. Alternative is a Merchant of Trinkets, where realistically I'm not going to have the money for it. Merchant of Steel on the other side, though. There are certainly steel upgrades I care about. Quick and additional damage on Husk Hermit, first and foremost. Some additional HP on the Upbeat Warbler. I guess maybe I am making these Shield Stewards into my defending units. I hate doing that, especially when I'm playing Awoken. It feels like there's so many better options, but like... I have to do it. Wow. Social Arca, why don't you show me what you got in you? In case I want to upgrade a spell I get from here. Oh, hello. Charmed, I'm sure. The Historian emerges from an inconspicuous library. In his hands are books that bear the symbols of the Hellhorn, Fireborn, and Lunar Coven.
Entry is strictly forbidden. However, I can lend you some of its knowledge.
Which clan's tome do you take from the Historian? Hellhorns, 1 Horn's tome. Boo, 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 boo. It's probably going to be this one. 4 Amber, consume, apply Fragile. When a unit loses health, not armor, health, it dies. And give Multi-Strike 1 to a friendly unit. It's also the Fireborn Tome of Contracts. 1 Amber, consume, reduce a unit's cooldown timer by 1 to a minimum of 1. I have no abilities in my deck yet. And then Lunar Coven, 2 Amber to apply Titan Skin 2 to a friendly unit, which admittedly is very good. It does give a lot of survivability to a unit. It's a very good spell to get this early on and double stack, but like... The main problem with 1 Horn's Tome right now is I don't have the ability to decrease its cost right now. However, I can give it Permafrost. That's something that's well within my ability. Unfortunately, they all have Consume on them, so I can't give them Consume and -2 cost. I do think it should be 1 Horn's Tome, and I just need to find the way to utilize it. It's just not yet. I don't think I'm going to spend this much money to give it Permafrost. I think I am looking for either Consume removal and then Smolder Stone to reduce its cost, or just straight up cost reduction to get it down to 3 cost and then double stack. So I don't want either of its upgrades to be the Freeze Stone. Holding on to the money, we'll be heading to a Merchant of Steel and the Empyrean Well in the next area. Let's go. Archeon pushes units back, but that's completely fine. We have the ability to rectify units literally every turn. We can even do it with a 0 cost spell if we want to. Fel goes in the front line just so that I gain the 22 Valor in armor very early on. I'll just cause the Battle Dancer to the front. I'll do the very obvious things here. Upbeat Warbler. You should be on the top line. I suppose between the two, it doesn't matter. You are gonna just get pushed to the back pretty quickly. That was wrong. That was wrong, though. So, the reason that was wrong is because at the end of the turn, after Archeon pushed, now the Upbeat Warbler is at the front, and it doesn't get Valor at the, or it doesn't get armor from its Valor at the end of the turn. That's unfortunate. Rising Rage is just a way to get more Valor stacks for the next floor. But also, Just Cause, I have 2 copies of that right now, so I can just do it that way. Yeah, I'll get the Valor on Fel first. Let's give enough health to both of you to survive something random and dumb occurring. No, that doesn't feel like the best version of that turn I can do. Okay, hang on. If I double enhance you, okay, that's it. We double enhance you, and then I pull you forward with Ephemeral. At the end of this turn, you will lose 4 HP, and then you'll gain 44 shield. Yes. So now we'll have armor on both Fel and Battle Dancer, so this line is much safer. I just have to find a way to get both of them to get their Valor stack in armor, and then peace out, basically. Right, because we attack quickly on the top line, so we don't have to worry. Okay, of course. Unfortunately, that Chosen Shield Bearer is realistically should slow down my incants on that top floor here. Will it, though? I'm leaning towards still just incanting 3 times. Reason being, it is permanent Valor gain on Fel. It is definitely worth our while. Drop Vengeful Shard. Yeah. Perfect. Fine Grasp you to the front, you to the front, you. I legitimately think now we're actually at the point where I'm going to use Vine Grasp as just a move trigger every single turn. I can't believe I didn't think about the fact that it was going to have that. Perfection. I kind of want to use Rising Rage to get the Chosen Shield Bearer to die this turn as well, so I don't have to worry about it blocking incants next turn with its sap. I think I will do that. Welcome to this floor. You are going to die. But then I'll get to cast the spells I want next turn. Whippy. There we go. See, that wasn't so painful, was it?
Now perish.
Bell, you're up to 48. Oh, that's so good. Okay, I think we have our bases covered. Oh boy. Blood-soaked arena. 1 ember. Friendly units gain valor 6 on slay. Spike of the Banished. X cost consume to apply 3x valor, or channel song. 1 ember consume. Draw a unit to apply +20/+20 and 0 cost to its ember. That's a way to draw out like an upbeat Warbler or Spear Steward or something like that, but like when I get more Warblers in the deck and I do want to do more overstacking, this could be really fun. This though, Blood-soaked arena, it would provide so much valor. But I kind of want my units to shift more than I want them to gain valor. I should just take Blood-soaked arena. It's good. Give me Channel Song. No, I already have the Battle Dancer I need. Avenger. 2 Ember, 2 Size, Revenge, Apply Melee Weakness, 1 to Attacker. I think that would be a much better replacement for my Shield Stewards. I think it's first off, Ember. First off, it'll give me the ability to just naturally play the One-Horn Stone, which is nice. It'll give me 2 more Ember on the first turn so that I can summon something like an Avenger. If I'm summoning that Avenger instead of one of the Shield Stewards, then I will also be able to summon the dupe of the Battle Dancer as well. That's huge. We're going to a Merchant of Steel. I can even upgrade the Avenger to have more health. This seems great to me. Hit left-hand side. Pyre remains for full health on our Pyre. Light Forge. So Vanguardian... Revenge, apply Valor 1 to friendly units. Let's quickly have a look at Fel in the logbook. Your Unchained 3 is at Valor 75, gain multi-strike 1. Yes, I should absolutely go until Unchained 3. Even if it's only a minor stat boost at the moment. Good lord! Upgrade a unit with 1 additional size, 15 additional damage, 50 additional health, and also Titanite. Yes. Yes, I will give the Avenger a huge amount of health, and yes, you will now take half damage to that health. That sounds actually good. That sounds very good to me. Shield Steward, I'm gonna pump your health as well, because you will stay on the bottom line. Husk Hermit, you can have the damage now as well. Go for it. Fill your boots, lads. Oh, this Battle Dancer line on the top line is gonna be so nutty. Yay. Non-boss enemy units restore 150 health when they move up a floor. I've got good damage projection, so I just have to rely on my top line to be able to take out whatever enemy comes up there, and I do. I really, really do. Oh my god, what a gauntlet. If I were the forces of hell, I would concede. Alright. Hit him with the channel song. No, that's not my Warbler! No, I need to remove the Sphere Stewards from the deck so I get the Warblers. Damn it. Throw out some Just Cause, get our first 50 Valor, first 50 armor on Fell. Uh-huh. 3 swaps on the top line this turn. Yep, that'll do it. 1, 2, 3. We need to leave the Battle Dancer in the front line now. Give my back line Battle Dancer here some additional stats too. Just to help keep you competent. Yeah, our next line is already comfortable slaying this enemy. There's the one-horn tome if I want more damage projection. Which, to be fair, I do, but I would rather get the Windblade first. Oh, hell yes. Okay. Upbeat Warbler. God, I love the sound of that Upbeat Warbler. Rising Rage. You go to the top of that line, moving once, and then you move to the front of that line, moving and then moving all of the other units on the floor as well. Then I move Bell to the very front of the line, and then I move that one back to the front of the line. Now everyone has armor except for the Upbeat Warbler. We're projecting our damage far enough to get to the Collector on that top line. Yeah, this is... Ooh, Shield Steward on the bottom line only survives by 1 HP this turn. I will burn out the Calcified Ember as well as play a Windblade this turn. Certainly seems the game plan. Take all of the permanent valor I can get. Our top line attacks with a quick trigger as well, so I don't really have to worry too much at all about who's in the front line in terms of what damage they take, just in terms of what armor they gain at the end of the turn. Thank you for taking as long as you possibly can to get up to this top line. It will be very legitimately helpful. I both do and do not want a One-Horn's Tome right now. I'm intentionally going to choose not to, so that I can focus on permanent growth. Are we already at, like, we're almost at 75 for Fell's permanent valor. Oh, they've all collected a lot of melee weakness. Oh boy. How many moves can I get them to do? Just about that many, it looks like. Let's slow this one down. 788 damage, 1,182 damage. Yeah, dude at him, buddy. The Upbeat Warbler really sold. Really, what's the word I'm looking for? Yes. The Upbeat Warbler really, soloed that kill. Lead Songbird. 1 Ember. Valor on friendly units applies an additional damage per stack. Yeah, I'm gonna try and throw the Hymnist sub on the top line. That's my plan now. I mean, look, I'm going to entertain the other options, but you know which one I'm clicking. Restoring Retreat, 1 Ember, restores 10 health. Descend, Focused Growth, 2 Ember, restore 25 health, draw 2 extra cards next turn. Or the Awoken Rail Spike, with one of my favorite game terms on it. Of course, the keyword apply has consume, draw X cards rather, after playing this for X, and then applying -1 cost to those cards. Persil's Horde, Merchant of Steel. I'm a little out of Merchant of Steel targets at the moment, like quick and quick and damage on Husk Hermit, some additional HP on both the upbeat Warblers, like it's very minimal. Merchant of Trinkets. I don't have enough money for many trinkets. I'm gonna go that way and look though. When a friendly unit gains Valor, it gains 1 additional stat. Huge. When you equip an Angel, apply Valor 3, Rage 3, and Regen 3. Pretty good. When you equip a unit, apply Damage Shield 1. That would give us the damage shield to try and mitigate the first melee weakness hit in the first Seraph fight. So that's essential. An equipment or room card. Steward's Quarters. 0 Ember, 1 additional size. Trained stewards gain multi-strike 1 and 20 additional damage on the floor. There's also a glass cannon and Fight Club. I don't think I need to take any of these, to be frank. I think Glass Cannon drawn at the right time could be just a lot of damage for one of the Battle Dancers, but also I would infinitely just prefer it to be another Windblade. Banished units, Revenge, gain Valor 3, not awful. Steadfast Crusader, frontline with ability to slam. I mean, realistically, that would just be a replacement for the Shield Steward, but right now I do think that Shield Steward kind of just serves its purpose. I don't think I'm really shopping for new units right now. Who defends our midline? Our midline is defended by... Oh, that was the thing, right? Yes, because this guy's got a large stone now, the Avenger. So it's... I can't... I need to get Rising Rage to be intrinsic so that I can send up the Battle Dancer on the first turn and then stock the lead Songbird and the other behind. Maybe I need to make Channel Songs intrinsic and then just remove as many stewards as possible. No matter what it is, it doesn't need me to buy another unit. Non-boss enemy units gain multi-strike. Their multi-strike's not going to be especially powerful, and by the time it is relevant, it's going to be up on a floor that is acting quickly and doesn't really care. Also, additional multi-strike actually makes you weaker to the Avenger. Ooh, lead Songbird. Throw you in the middle lane. Try and make sure you have enough health to survive. Perfect Wind Blades. Perfect. Do I play an Awoken Rail Spike for 1 cost, or do I just wait until the next cycle? I think I have to wait until the next cycle. Because with the Just Cause already here... Actually, hang on. Before I do both of my equipment for that turn, I should lay the Vine Grasp on my own unit. on my own unit, or do I want to save 8 HP on the bottom line? My own unit. Then you both get your wind blade. Then you move one more time. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten quick up onto that top line yet. Oh. Gonna get it soon, though. Rising Rage, then we've got Upbeat Warbler to set up for the next time I get Rising Rage. And then I'll just move you to the front so that I can get your armor stacks up. And let's save some HP here on the bottom line as well. Just to keep them then defending for one more turn. Oh. Obviously, I was not intending to buff that unit. I'm trying to find a version of this where our frontliner dies, but the Husk Hermit doesn't die, so I can still project damage backwards. And I think if I kill one of you and then move one of you to the front... No, that's not even going to do it. Interesting. Because the first one at the front will die into the spikes of the Shield Steward. And then... Oh, I guess the Ravenous Zealot by that point will have 15 damage by itself, so it just needs one more 16 to hit. So yeah, the Husk Hermit is going to die. It's a little annoying. I can't get quick up onto the top line in time either. Like, I want to throw you forward as well, so that you can start collecting your Valor, but I can't do that. So I will hit one of you on the bottom line, and then I'm just going to throw some additional Root Seed damage on the top. As long as I get the ability to ascend the Upbeat Warbler, everything will be fine. And so we do. Vengeful shots. Perfect. We've gotten some Valor spread there as well. Yeah, just as many movements as I can hit. No matter how they have to happen at this point. Woken Rail Spike. Double draw. Ooh, it does reduce cost of 2 things. Huge. I do want these ones in the midline to take as long as possible killing the Avenger, because the longer they take killing the Avenger, the significantly more melee weakness is set up on the unit. Hang on, I was always going to play the Spear Steward this turn, so I should play that first. If I was always going to play, the Channel Song this turn, which I was, I should then play the Spear Steward first, so that I get the ability to have the Avenger alive for some of the damage that Koto does. There we go. only only racked up melee weakness 1 anyway. Yeah, I guess without multi-strike, it's hard to rack up more without multi-strike, or dualism at least. Yeah, this one is literally just as many movements as I can get. However I can get them done. The band's all back together. Ooh, didn't even get a turn. Sanctuary. 3 Ember to consume, apply damage shield 2 to friendly units. There's also Benediction, 3 Ember to apply Valor 3 and damage shield 1 to friendly units. And finally, Begone, 2 Ember to retreat front enemy unit, apply melee weakness 1 to enemy units. I want to take a copy of Sanctuary just for safety of that top line. Oh, yes! Fire grow's huge. 0 Ember, consume, draw -2 cards next turn, 1 additional Ember per turn for the rest of the battle. Now I regret having a Hell's Flame at all. Yeah, it's probably still worth it. Oh, another Empyrean Well. What are you doing to me? Oh, Merchant of Magic is huge because Awoken Rail Spike, One Horn's Tome, and Channel Song all really want up. Actually, so does Pyrogrow and right. A lot of the cards in my deck really want upgrades from the Merchant of Magic right now. Obviously, duping another Battle Dancer would be pretty absurd. I don't think I need it. Oh, remove Consume, -2 cost and gain Consume. Remove Consume from Awoken Rail Spike, -2 cost and gain Consume. So now that never consumes, but if I cost it for 0, it will draw 2 cards and apply -1 to both of their costs. -1 cost and Intrinsic, that needs to be on Rising Rage, so that I have the ability to send up my midline. Spell Chain and Ember Stone are both available here. Realistically, I want Channel Song to be Spell Chain, but I also want it to be Intrinsic. If it were Intrinsic, I would be able to use it to try and force draw my Warbler or my lead Songbird. How many opportunities do I have to make you Intrinsic? This is almost certainly the last Merchant of Magic I visit. Oh, I might go to the Merchant of Magic in the next area, actually. I will say, if I just spell chained the Pyrogrow and literally just did it 1 turn, took the negative on 1 turn, have 2 extra Ember for the rest of the battle, we will never run out of Ember to pay for anything. But also, I think we probably do that if we don't even upgrade it. This is difficult, because like another obvious thing is if I drop it on a spell chain on a Just Cause and I reduce the cost of the Just Cause, that's just, it's huge for my top line. It's huge. Spell chain for Rising Rage so that I can try and send a bunch of people to the top line in the first turn. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think I need to also put the Avenger on the top line. In fact, I think that's probably a bad idea. I'm taking way too long on this decision, but it is important. Channel Song, if I don't have you Intrinsic, you can just be drawn when you literally can't do anything for me. So you can't be my spell chain here. I'm sorry about it. Both of these Spear Stewards need to get out of the stack. Hail, Lord of Cherubs. Oh, you feel like you're probably going to be a pretty quick kill for us, to be honest. You've got the feeling of, easy to kill. Murderability. Oh my god. Lead Songbird. Push a bunch more damage. I'll Rising Rage you. Get the Upbeat Warbler ready. Get the unit that can actually survive all of this at the very front of the line again, then Fell. Okay, hang on. No, I can do one more push. It's Songbird, Ascend, then Vine Grasp, then Just Cause you to the very front. That's as many movements as I can get. Drop a Vengeful Shard and an Upbeat Warbler to get ready for the next turn. Oh, we're just not enough damage to get that Vampiric Cherub down. Actually, hang on. Instead of playing... Oh my god. Instead of playing Vengeful Shard, I'll play the Root Seeds on the bottom line, and that will cover us. Perfect. Okay, I know how this goes now. I promise. And now we're all set to win. Titan Skin 5. I need to get enough damage on you. I can't have that Vampiric Cherub actually hit this ability. So I need to move you to the front and then throw damage at you. It giving that much damage to these minions would have been a problem. There's the Windblade. You just cause him a couple of times. There we go. I do want the additional draw next turn. I'm going to drop double Root Seeds on the Husk Hermit on the bottom line to better be able to take care of the Cherubs. Thankfully, we've still got enough damage for this top line easily. Channel Song, you don't have anything you can draw that I care about at this point, right? You're just drawing, yeah, the Shield Steward. Which actually, I could play that Shield Steward on the bottom line as a pretty good block unit right now. Who'd have thunk it? Drop a Pyagro. I'll get another move. Awoken Rail Spike hits 2 copies of Root Seed and a Just Cause. And one more Vine Grasp for the road. Half health on the Cherub dead. Just cause. Just cause. Just cause. Fine grasp. Just cause. Big old Awoken Rail Spike, and you'll never believe what I want to do with the rest of these. I'll use a Rising Rage to get a quick unit up there, and then I'm going to Just Cause you to the front of the party. Perfect. About 200 Valor on each of them, giving 400 damage to each of them. Seems pretty good. By the time our bottom line is pretty much forfeit, which definitely where it is right now, actually, I will keep you alive to kill the Vampiric Cherub here again. But by the time our bottom lines collapse, our top line is capable of killing God. Mm-hmm. And in fact, it looks like it's ready to demonstrate that to us right now. Every available movement spell I can cast is going to get it. Awoken Rail Spike, drawing 5 cards. That's why I love it. I mean, it's definitely the card that I should be duping in the deck at this point. Get him. And Vel is going to get another multicast, you say? Hello, buddy! Death Metal Hymnist. 4 Ember, 1 size, enchant, gain multi-strike 1. Yes. Look, I might not be able to do anything with it. I may struggle to utilize that, but I am going to try and find a way. Do I go capacity here literally just so that I can throw those units up there? Makes it easier to actually play the songbirds on the floor. No, because on the first turn, I'm still going to be ascending the Battle Dancer. So I'm still going to end up with only being able to play 1 unit on the floor, and then I need to ascend another one later. I'm going to go for the draw. It was Merchant of Magic that I was going to go here, right? Was it? I mean, One Horn's Tome double stack is pretty sick. There's very little I can do in a Merchant of Steel that's still relevant at this point. Holdover. Holdover on Rising Rage isn't bad. That's actually the ability to cast it, I mean, every turn, obviously. But it's the ability to do one, if nothing else, it's an advance every turn. And also it's the ability to set the most important units up to the top line every turn. That's great. Celestial Alcove. Ooh, this is difficult. Oh. A cluster of 3 large crystals containing entropies. Strange powers forces the trains to stop. A heavy crystal. Upgrade a spell to gain triple stack. Triple stack does exactly what you think it does. Multi-strike 3 applied to a unit from One Horn's Tome. There's also Entropic Crystal on gain Permafrost, and on reserve, permanently gain 5 magic power, or Entropic Energy. Upgrade a spell to cost -4. Putting that on the Awoken Rail Spike means it now draws 6 cards by default. This is so difficult. Triple stack One Horn's Tome is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I think Awoken Spike drawing 6 cards is much cooler. Pal 75, gain 1 multi-strike. Thank you. Merchant of Magic. Reroll here. Looking for... Oh. Remove Consume, you say? Sure, and then I'll just play the One Horn's Tome constantly. Why not? Merchant of Magic. Let's remove the Shield Steward that I don't end up getting to play. So next area, if I want to get a dupe, I've got to go to the Empyrean Well, but I do want to get that dupe, so I will. Non-boss enemy units do whatever the hell they want. It's basically not relevant to me. I do presume there are enemy units in this run. It's just I'm kind of playing solitaire off on this top line, so I don't really concern myself with it. Entropic Crystal. This is also the downside we picked up for the Entropic upgrade to Ember, Unpurgeable. On reserve, so if you leave this in your hand, spells in your deck cost +1. So, this is going to be a little annoying in that if I draw it with an Awoken Rail Spike, I can't cast it, and then it will trigger the reserve. That's okay. Risk reward, etc., you know? So much movement on the top line. God, do I throw some steel enhancers on the bottom line, literally just keep the health up? No. There it is, Awoken Rail Spike, we hit it! I don't need to give you all additional damage, you're fine. Let's just get the additional draw next turn, thank you. I think I should keep the Awoken Rail Spike in my hand. Why? Oh, but this is going to try and draw 9 cards. I don't have 9 cards I can draw. Now it'll try and draw 8, that's good. Sick. 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 Upbeat Warbler and Lead Songbird. I'm gonna send the Warbler up. I'll send the Songbird up next turn. Pyagro. Draw 2 next cards next turn. That's completely fine, because I'm also gonna draw 2 more cards next turn, thank you. Actually, let's make that 3. Getting all the way up to 9 cards in hand, plus the Cursed Vines as well. Channel Song has no one it can hit, unfortunately, at this point. I really wish it could hit the Death Metal Hymn this. I think maybe I should send the Husk Hermit up to the next floor. And I'm going to throw down the Sanctuary as well. I want to try and keep a line alive. The support of that line could end up meaning everything. I'm gonna Vine Grasp you to the front and then Bell. Then I'm gonna give you the additional 2 multicast. Sorry, 2 multicast? 1 multicast from that. 2 cost multicast, rather. And now that you have a bunch of armor on you, specifically 195, it'll be pretty difficult for your health to get damaged. I don't want to use Vine Grasp on my units anymore if I can avoid it. I do need to free up this midline a little bit, unfortunately, so that I can play a death metal dude. So I think I'm meant to send 1 more unit up at this point. I don't really want silence. God. How do I do this? The Entropic Crystal's almost certainly going to get drawn by the Awoken Railspike as well, so maybe I don't even cast it right now. Because it'll just upgrade the cost of all of the other cards in the deck. God, if I can't cast you, then making you is a bad idea. Yeah. There it is. The Entropic Crystal I'm not going to be able to play. But also, I made a lot of other spells 0 cost, so maybe it kind of works out, I guess? Also, I definitely don't need that multicast this turn, so... Oh no. And there's the Death Metal Hymnist. God. I really do want to get it up on that top line, though. I think I have to. Because now I can push it up next turn. There we go. Get the Entropic Crystals out. Rising Rage, and then move. Do I have any with a bunch of Valor on you that don't have any armor? No, but you have the lowest Valor compared to your armor. Armor compared to your Valor, rather. I'm gonna kill the silencing unit. No silencing. Get out of here. I mean, unfortunately, the top floor is already overstacked. Let's pull you to the front. Sting. Then you to the front. Let's go 1 more multicast. Awoken Railspike, draw a bunch of cards. If it hit the Entropic Crystals this time, it would have made it 0 cost. So yeah, I just have to risk it once, because then if I hit it again, it becomes free to cost. And sure, these cost 2, but a lot of other cards cost 0. It'll be fine. It's just, the thing is, as soon as I saw the -4 upgrade from Entropic Energy, I knew that I wanted to do this. So however I got here, I'm here. I'm happy to be here. Welcome to hell. You are simply not prepared for this. I'm pretty sure that bad boy had like 3 multi-strike left. Deadly plunge. That is the one that I want. Imprison Zephyr. Friendly units advance on strike. Just throw that on the top line. Deadly Plunge, 2 Amber, consume. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 3 times this unit's health and armor. Then Benediction as well. Friendly units advance on strike. How could I make that the least obtrusive possible? Because, like, currently this would... Well, but if they're all quick, it's not too much of a problem. But the problem is, if the unit that ends up in the front line is one of the songbirds... I guess if we kill all the enemies on the floor, the songbirds never get to really... No, they will get to attack, because they're attacking entropy, so they'll still move forward. I think Imprison Zephyr is probably just a bad idea for the final fight. It's just a trap here. Deadly Plunge, deal damage to front enemy unit equal to 3 times its unit's health and armor, and Benediction. 3 Valor and damage shield 1 to friendly units. Admittedly, I think another copy of damage shield 1 to all friendly units sounds great to me. Fire Shards, Focus Growth, Wildwood Custodian, that's money right there. Admittedly, Merchant of Steel does have a little bit more appeal right now, just courtesy of the fact that giving some additional health to a couple of these Hymnist units sounds great to me.
Oh, wow. Split Anvil.
When you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0 cost of the turn. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. I should take that. Priory's Cloak, when a friendly unit is healed, I don't really heal my units, and Martyr's Signet, at the end of the entire battle, friendly units gain permanently +6. There's only 1 battle left. At start of turn, friendly units gain Valor 3 if they're at the front of the room. Sounds good to me. It's actually Valor 4, by the way. Ancient Pyre Tap. When you're out of Ember, cards can be played for their cost in Pyre health. That gives me the ability to avoid... Oh, that gives me the ability to avoid the downside of the Entropic. I'm taking it. I'm running away. I'm taking it. I'm running away, and I'm kicking my heels, and I'm jumping in the sky. Let's remove some cards from the deck as well. There's certainly a lot of whiffs in here. I feel like most of the whiffs burn themselves out of the deck after a certain point. I do feel like both of the stings are absolute nothing in this deck right now. We dupe the Awoken Rail Spike because you saw that coming a mile away. Removing 1 more card from the deck would probably just be a copy of Root Seeds, to be fair. Which I don't think is a bad removal. I also think I could probably remove the second Vine Grasp without being too sad about it. I'll get that. I'll get rid of that. Good lord. This is gonna be cruel. Our units enter with melee weakness. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about that? Let's do it. Hermet. Avenger. Battle Dancer. Bell. Battle Dancer. That'll do it. First off, Windblade. I'm going to need to play Pyagro this turn as well. It's also important I play Entropic Crystals. Obviously can't let that unplayed. I do think I could make a good argument that One Horn's Tome right now has almost no downside. It zero costs the other ones in hand. I should play it first. I forgot about that. Play out Entropic Crystal, then One Horn's Tome taking only one... Wait, what? Oh, I still have to play it for its full cost. Okay. So then that means I should play the One Horn's Tome first, then Entropic Crystal to only take 2 damage. Okay, great. It's only really due to the amount of damage that I do on the top line, but I'm kind of okay with... Oh no, the Terrifying Amalgam. Oof. I need Seraphitonis to come up here and just die quickly. So I don't have to deal with all of that. This is what I get for running one line. You can't do this anymore, and I keep trying to do it. What am I like? Hit him with the Vine Grant. Drop the Shard. Might as well Root Seeds. Awoken Rail Spike. Draws. Boom. Boom. The infinite cards. Ooh. Okay, Channel Song. You get me the lead Songbird. Nice. Give Windblade to another one of you. Then I'll play the Death Metal Hindist for 3 of my own health, and then I'll send you up to the next floor. I really want to play the lead Songbird as well, but it will die. Courtesy of this Choose an Assassin. Also, more important next turn is that I send up the Upbeat Warbler, which I'm currently capable of doing, because I will draw enough cards for it. Because I need to attack quickly in order to kill all these enemies before they have any chance to do anything to me. I will say there is also some value here, I think, in dropping Benediction on my units. I'm going to give them that, because I would hate to believe that I should have done that after the fact, you know? Also, I think I probably missed out on the split amble triggers. God, I really can't keep this middle line alive, can I? Nope. Well, how alive does it need to be? I tried to enhance its steel, but it didn't do much about it. Drop Root Seeds down. This Awoken Rail Spike is going to zero cost all of the rest of the cards in my hand as long as I cast it right now. It did. It got the Entropic Crystal, but thankfully we have the ability to play it. What if I played Lead Songbird and then just hit Sanctuary on us? We now keep this floor. Let's do Benediction as well. I'm going to try and keep as much of it as possible. Okay, cool. We managed to get our weakest unit in the front there to start gaining its armor. We just murder through all the enemies there. Okay.
Oh, double Awoken Rail Spike hand.
And a lot of zero-costed cards in this hand. This is looking good. Let's send you up and then forward. That floor's not even overstacked. I can send the Avenger up there later. And I will. I'm going to drop One Horn's Tome for another 500 damage. Then Just Cause you, and then you. Drop a couple Root Seeds. $15 Valor. That seems to be enough to keep the Angel alive constantly now. Great. First Awoken Rail Spike draws 8 cards. Zero costs all of them except for Benediction. Perfect. I will still play that Benediction so it's back in the cycle for the next round. And then drop another Awoken Rail Spike, drawing out another 6 cards. Great. We're getting pretty close to killing them all. Damn. Seraphiturnus, I'm going to need to send you back up to the top floor next turn. Because you are very nearly almost dead. But I don't want... Oh, no, obviously. Hello. It is now your time to die. Obviously, after I finish solitaring my way through all of these cards. Oh, One Horn's Tome. I can't cast you. It's too much. It's unnecessary and it gives us damage. Too far. I don't do that. Alright, I think that'll do. We've got Fell doing 827 damage 7 times. And then we've got another 861 3 times, 619 3 times, and then we've got all the songbirds in the backline just cheering us on. Yeah, I think that'll do.
Fight the Titans.
Realistically, the hardest part of the Titans is going to be... hardest part of the Titan is going to be the Dominion, as it often is. So, in any instance where I can damage a unit... Can I apply Malign Weakness directly to a unit? No, I have nothing that I can do like that. So it's literally just going to be Proto Heart Cage doing damage to the Dominion. God, I kind of need to make sure that I have space to get the card from it every turn as well. Because without that, things are going to be hard. Oh boy. Pyagro and an Awoken Rail Spike on turn 1. And a Channel Song, hello. Oh, this is going to be difficult. What do I play? I need to try and keep you healthy wherever I can. The thing is, I both want to rise one of the Battle Angels. I will then want a Channel Song, and I'll then put a unit behind. Okay, it's fine. Because then Awoken Rail Spike cast now will 0 cost the Sanctuary as well, which I would love to see. Shorts our draw a little, but it's much more energy efficient. Songbird is there and ready. Oh, Channel Song hits the 4 cost, giving us the ability to send up our multi-strike next turn. Huge hit. God, I almost feel like I should be throwing Sanctuary on other lines, but no, it should be on the top line. I should definitely cast Benediction in this fight, though. That's true. One Horn's Tome, then 0 costs the rest of my hand. Excellent. Bottom line's already gonna lose the Shield Steward. So this is a problem. That Chosen Supplicant is gonna be giving me 2 tolls every turn. I think I might need to ascend the Husk Hermit to floor 2 next round, and then start focusing on defending the second line, which was always going to be an option for us. So many curses. I mean, you can sap all of my units on every floor. We still kill half of Savagery this turn, just so we're all well aware. Getting Upbeat Warbler onto the next line is nice, but it's not at all essential right now. Did you give me Corruption for summoning a unit? Oh, no, it just moved the stats they already had. Got it. Gotta get rid of the Entropic Crystals. Can't let that hit. Rising Rage moves you. Then Awoken Rail Spike this turn. Perfect. Now I can play the Pyrelite. And Curse of Entropy, Discordant Toll, just get it out of the deck. I will happily send the defensive unit back to the front line. Unfortunately, Husk Hermit now does no damage. I'll give you enough damage to... Oh, I can't give you enough damage to take out the Chosen Supplicant. I'll give you some damage. I'll give you the damage I can give you. How about that? Do need to get that armor on the Battle Dancer as well. I think I should probably leave you in that position and give some valor to the Avenger, who's definitely going to need it. There goes half of Savagery, but unfortunately Savagery won't stop attacking until Dominion's also done. Obviously Entropy's also had enough of a time too. Unfortunately, I can't also take the lead Songbird up, but I don't need more damage, so missing out on the lead Songbird's not too much of a problem. I am effectively just going to have to start spending health. Because, like, yeah, Savagery attacks our buyer directly as well when unopposed. I think the right move is to pop the Avenger up on the next floor now. And start trying to find a way to support it better there. Working Rail Spike, draw more cards, great. Come on, give the damage to the pyre. I mean, I will drop One Horn's Tome again. Get rid of the Discordant Toll, start squiggling these units around the good old battlefield here. Rising Rage you back to the front line and draw a whole new hand. And use that hand to provide Benediction. Perfect. I'm glad there's not another Chosen Supplicant out on the field at the moment. It's a lot of deck trashing. I would like to cast your multicast higher. Absolutely. There goes Savagery's health. Ooh, Dominion. Yep, you are dead this turn. Perfect. So cast as much as I can. You can all have non-boss enemy units on all floors can have +5 damage constantly for every single thing I cast, as much as they'd like. Yep. I knew that this Rail Spike was going to draw the next one as well. Have I burned enough cards out of this deck that I could do this consistently? Can I infinite like this? I'm certain I could. Do I need to? No. No, I do not. Or rather, I'm certain I could have. I could have pitched the deck differently to accomplish that as a priority, but I think I will happily settle for 242 permanent valor on a multi-striking 8 Fel. I think that'll do, actually. I think that might do just okay. Get him, buddy! Oh, alright. And that's the power of the Proto Hard Cage. And, you know, having a permanently gain bonus when shift and 2 cards that give a unit shift every single turn certainly helped. Awoken upgrades to level 9, gaining Edge Prior. 1 Ember, 1 Size. Healing spells cost -1 on this floor. Channeler. I can't believe this is the first time we've won with the Awoken Rail Spike, but it is. So we'll gain some Ember for that. Hell yeah. I should do some more of these dimensional challenges at some point. I find the base runs as interesting as the dimensional challenges. Like, a base run in this game does feel like a set of challenges that you need to solve. But yeah, I can certainly see the value in playing with some wild modifiers from time to time. I was wondering where this was going to be. The Distant Cliffs is our event here. Is there anything left of you in that body of yours, Seraph? There's still so much I wish I could tell you. The day Seraph decided to invade Hell, everything changed. That was the moment I realized my brother had gone too far. I tried to stop him. You want to invade Hell? I don't understand. Herzel's our friend. You made a covenant with him. Why would we betray him?
You dare to question me, sister? Have you forgotten your place? Must I make you remember? You are nothing without me. Nothing! Do you understand? Even your wings are made of my light.
Sorry I questioned you, brother. It won't happen again.
You're forgiven, so long as you don't disobey me once more. Now go, before you give me a reason to clip those wings again.
He was right. I couldn't go against him. I was nothing back then. That's not who I am. Not anymore. That's all I'd want to tell you. I hope there's still something of you left out there, so that I can tell you myself. Lovely little scene there. I hope we get some more resolution on that as we go through the rest of the character combinations. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game past, present, and future. Hopefully you've been enjoying this. Hang on, that's not the streaming past the names of people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thanks to special thanks this episode to Tristan. Hopefully we'll see you all next time.